What's up, guys? K-Dot357 coming to you here. Today is Thursday, I think the 26th. So we're going into the weekend tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. Listen, all seriousness, I don't know if you've heard, but Durham County, I know for sure Wake County the mayor has ordered all businesses that are non-essential to close. That includes the gun stores that are in those counties. Fuquay Gun and Gold, they're closed. I think Clay got on there today, is what I heard, and did a video just letting his customers, I guess, know the situation. I have to tell you this. I don't know what's going to happen here in Sanford, in Lee County, but as of right now, we're still open. I'd like to think we'd at least be open through the weekend. I hope we're not closed down at all, but I have to say, being involved in local government as I am, I'm still a county commissioner, that a lot of times when this happens, other counties and cities will follow the same thing. They'll do the same thing. They'll shut down. If we get shut down, how long will we be shut down? Is it going to be weeks? Is it going to be months? I don't know. I can't look into the future and tell, but we're open. Okay, so we have ammunition. I just bought some ammunition from an individual today. We've got consignment ammo in here as well. Folks, we don't know how bad this is going to get. God forbid if they shut the grocery stores down. People are going to be out there committing crimes. They're going to be out there trying to get food any way that they can. I'll be honest with you, now that I thought about it, if I'd have known all this was going to happen, I would have ordered more long-term food storage a couple, 2 or 3 months ago if I would have seen that this was going to happen. But, we don't think about stuff like this, don't think things like this are going to happen. But once again, as I mentioned in a previous video, just kind of shows us how helpless we are as human beings and how vulnerable we are. All right, that a virus, ain't no weapon out there that we have that can knock this thing out. If you get it, it has to run its course like the flu. Overwhelmingly, the folks that get this survive it. As I've said before, and you already know it, you're elderly, folks with compromised immune systems, and I have type 2 diabetes. I don't want the coronavirus, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going on about my day every day just like normal. I'm going into places now, and they've got tape down, like the 6-foot rule. I went to the convenience store here in Sanford, the BP. I go there a lot to get my sodas and coffee and things like that. And they've got the tape down there with the 6-foot rule. I kind of laughed a little bit about it. And it's not a laughter matter, I know that. But I said, who ordered you to do this? Corporate? She says, no, the health department. I said, well, I can't fault them for that. They're doing their job, and I understand that. Go to the post office today to mail off a pistol. Got 6-foot rule in there as well. These are things we're going to never forget, okay? But we're open. And so I know that we're going to be open at least through the weekend, but come next week, I don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. I do not know. I have to be careful when I order inventory, because I don't want to spend an exorbitant amount of money for guns only to get shut down the next day, and here I'm stuck with all that inventory. I don't mind that I got the inventory in here, because eventually we'll be able to open up, but I still got to pay that bill. I got to pay that invoice. Okay, so I kind of got to be careful about that. I need guns in here to sell. We need ammo in here. But I just don't know how large my orders are going to be based on what could happen tomorrow or next week. I will say this. I'm going to Bear Creek Arsenal tomorrow to pick up, should be 8 AR-15s that I'll be getting in here. I'm going down to Tactical Gear Distributors tomorrow to pick up some guns, some 380 EZs, some 9mm EZs. When I say EZs, I mean Smith & Wesson M&P EZ shields. Those are the ones that the slides are real easy to rack back. I'm also getting a few Sig Sauer P365s. Also, I believe I'm getting a 365 XL. So I can still get product. Glocks are pretty much non-existent. I do have a Glock model 3645 in the case that I'm looking at right now. I did sell one of my shields today. I've got another one in here. Those are $4.99 with night sights and 3 magazines. I sold one of my Kel-Tec sub 2000s, but I still got another one left. I've got a couple of folks that brought some shotguns, home defense shotguns in there that I'm looking at. One of them is a really nice shotgun, never fired. It's a VR-80, never fired. It's a really, really cool shotgun. I sold that one Kalashnikov USA shotgun. As soon as the customer saw it, fell in love with it. I should be getting another one, well, maybe a couple of more of those. Probably be getting those Monday or Tuesday. So I will be going down there. I've got to be down there at 2 o'clock tomorrow to pick up that order. I should be back in the store by 3:15. I'll have plenty of help tomorrow. Also, I ordered, I've never done it before. I ordered a whole case, which is 100 magazines of the Magpul P-Mags. We got a great price on them, $10.99 a piece. $10.99 a piece. People are buying 6 of them. They're buying 12 of them. I've got plenty of those, but we may sell out of all of those this weekend. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, everybody's saying, man, you're making out like a bandit, aren't you? Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, sales are through the roof. They're great, but once again, if it gets shut down, the sales stop. And when we open back up, things are going to kind of be returned back to normal. But, I've got to have inventory in here to have those sales. And that's my biggest challenge right now is having inventory in here. So, once again, I'm still able to get guns. Ammo's a little bit tougher to get, but because of consignment ammo, where people just have thousands around, I just got off the phone with one of my SF buddies, and he's got some ammo that I think is going to be forthcoming maybe this weekend or Monday. Quite a bit of 9mm and 40 Smith & Wesson rounds as well. So I'll leave you with this. There are gun stores that are being forced to be shut down as we speak. So here in Sanford, North Carolina, at Carolina Firearms Training and Gun Sales, thank God we're still open. We haven't been forced to shut down yet. But I don't know what's going to happen from day to day. Feel free to share this video. I've got a feeling a lot of our friends are going to be coming from the north tomorrow, coming down to visit us to scoop up whatever they can find or whatever they think they can use or need or have. In the case that this thing just gets really, really bad, where crime is running through the roof. As I told you before, we're getting people coming in here buying guns for the very first time because they just need a gun. They just come in, I want a gun. What kind of guns you got? They're not coming in here asking for brand name or anything like, which is normal. Show me your Springfield. Show me your Glock. Show me your SIGs. They just want a gun. And they're surprised when they find out they can't buy a pistol and just walk up to the checkout and walk out and leave. There's a process to go through. So a little bit of this is a learning process for folks. I can tell you with concealed carry, most of the sheriff's office are not processing those because they don't want people coming in because they got to fingerprint you for concealed carry. For gun purchase permits, I'd like to think most of the sheriff's office will still issue those because all I have to do is just do a background check on you, okay? All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. Me and Brian are going to be in here super early in the morning getting the rest of our stock out, and the most of that is in the form of cleaning supplies, range bags, things like that. And then I've got another big order coming in for AR parts and accessories and things like that, okay? This week has flown by. Every day has flown by because we've been busy from the minute we open to the minute we close. Speaking of that, remember, we don't open until 11 o'clock. Maybe I need to open up till 9 because of all this. But we open up at 11 o'clock and we close at 6 o'clock every day, except for Saturday, we're open from 11 to 5. If we're stupid, crazy, busy Saturday, I'll probably stay open till 6. Maybe even later. We know once you're inside, we're not going to run you off. So if you come in at 6 o'clock, we're not going to ask you to leave. We'll continue to serve you, okay? We've been doing a lot of time financing. We did several more time financing contracts. Makes it easy breezy to get a firearm. You don't have to have the greatest credit in the world. Basically, what they're at least looking at is 6 months on the job and 6 months where you're living at. Other than that, they can pretty much work with you on most stuff. Not all, but most stuff. All right, so I'm out of here. Also, we are still having our AR-15 defensive rifle class this coming Sunday. All right, the show goes on with that. We're continuing to have that. We are still continuing to have our April concealed carry class. We've got 2 classes set in April, 1st and 3rd Saturday of the month, as we do those year-round. So, other than that, that's about it. Once again, please, I'm going to encourage you to share this video. So, folks, my friends and folks out there to the north where guns have been closed, probably a 30-minute drive to come down and see us. Just shoot right down US 1 or right down here on the right. Our store says gun shop on the top. That way you know it's a gun store and you're in the right spot. All right? So see you next time. Stay armed, stay safe. Carolina Firearms Training and Gun Sales. The website is carolinafirearmstraining.com. Our phone number is area code 919-708-5475. And speaking of that, if we haven't answered the phone, it's because we've just been so busy here in the store. So busy here in the store. Tomorrow we'll have twice the help, so we should be able to field pretty much all the phone calls that come through as well. All right? So I'm going to get out of here. I got to go home and see my babies, my dogs. I got all that little area cleaned up, got their little kennels set up and everything, so I'll be bringing them up here tomorrow. So I'm feeling like maybe it's a hot wing night tonight, right? You know, and once again, you know, what I do is I go over there, I have to make a phone call, they make my order ready, and then they come out and bring my order to me. I mean, I guess you're not going to be able to go inside of any eating establishment. This is something. I mean, it really takes a lot to get used to. Churches. I mean, you can't even go to church on Sunday. No assimilation of 50 or more people. I'm going to be honest with you. With our concealed carry classes, those are large classes, but we cap it off at 40. We normally do 50, between 50 and 60 people in our concealed carry, but we're going to cap that off so we don't violate that. That actually, technically now in North Carolina is a misdemeanor, so we don't want to violate that, but eventually this too will pass and things will get back to normal. But right now we got a steady as she goes. I don't want to get closed down, but I do get closed down. I probably put more miles on my Harley than I ever have. So I'm a little bit of a loner too, so it ain't going to bother me all that much. If it will bother me if we're closed down. Will it bother me to be by myself? As long as I got my doggies with me, it won't bother me at all. I'll be just fine. I'm quite good at entertaining myself. But through reading, I've been wanting to write a book for like ever on firearms training and guns and defending yourself. If I get shut down, it might be a good time to start a book. I told you I want to get back into learning how to play the guitar. I'll get back to playing the guitar. Maybe I'll be able to play some songs after 2-3 months or however it is that we may potentially be closed down. But we're open, so come see us. Till see you next time. Stay armed, stay safe.